Good morning students. Today we will start a new chapter, friction. This chapter is related with the chapter force and pressure which we already studied in our previous classes. Before moving further, we will recall few of the topics that we already studied or covered in chapter force and pressure. That is force. What is force? As I told you earlier, force is a push or pull acting on an object which brings visible changes in the object. So, what is force? Force is a push or pull acting on an object. So, force is a push or pull acting on an object which brings visible changes in the object. This is called force. Okay, so when we push or pull any object, that push or pull on that object is called force, and this brings visible changes in the object. Okay, now these visible changes which are brought by the application of force or by pushing or pulling an object are known as effects of force. Now, what are the visible changes? What are the effects of force brought by the application of force? That are, force can change the state of the object. Means if we apply force on any object, then that force can change the state of the object from rest to motion or motion to rest. For example, there is a car and I am pushing that car, then that car starts to move. So that car comes to motion from rest. So in this way, by pushing, by applying force, the state of the car is changed from rest to motion. In another example, there is a moving ball rolling over the ground. Then a fielder collects the ball, stops the ball. Then what happened? Motion of the ball is changed into state of rest. That moving ball comes to stop. Why? Because fielder collects the ball, fielder stops the ball. It means fielder applies the force on the ball. That is why motion or movement of the ball is changed into state of rest. So in both examples, state of the object are changed from rest to motion and motion to rest by the application of force. Next, force can change the speed of the object. See, for example, there is a girl taking a ride on a swing. Now, if I push the swing in forward direction, then what happens? Its speed is increased. and if I pull the swing in opposite direction, in backward direction, its speed is decreased. So by pushing or pulling, or I can say by applying force, I can change the speed of the moving object. Okay, I can either increase or decrease the speed of the moving object. Force can change the direction of object. Force can also change the direction of the object. See, when we do shopping in a departmental store or a big shopping mall, then what happen? We have a trolley. Okay, we apply force on trolley in different directions and move the trolley in different direction. So in this way, by applying force on trolley in different direction, we can change the motion of the trolley in a different direction. In short, we can change the direction of moving trolley. Left, right, forward, backward, like that. Okay. Last but not the least, force can change the shape and size of the object. Force can also change the shape and size of the object. See, when we prepare a dough, then what happen? We make it small balls and then we press that ball to obtain desired shape and size. So in this way, by applying force, we change the shape and size of the ball of dough. In another example, we have a balloon. When we blow air in the balloon, so by applying force with the help of air, we change the shape and size of the balloon. So in both examples, we apply force on the objects. In this way, their shape and size are changed. So, what have we concluded so far? We have concluded that force is a push or pull acting on an object which brings visible changes in the object, and that visible changes which are brought by the application of force or by pushing or pulling the object are called effects of force. There are mainly 4 effects of force, that are: force can change the state of the object, or I can say change in state from rest to motion or motion to rest. Force can change the speed of the object, so I can say change in speed. Force can change the direction of the object, so I can say that change in direction. Force can change the shape and size of the object, so I can say change in shape and size of the object. So these are the effects of force. Now, what is the SI unit of force? SI unit of force, first of all, SI unit, International Standard Unit. So what is the International Standard Unit of Force? It is Newton, denoted with capital N. Now, you have already understood that we apply force, we push or pull the object in many of our activities of day-to-day life. Okay, when we pick a glass tumbler, when we write in a notebook, when I hold this marker, okay, when I rub this board. So during all these activities of our day-to-day life, we apply, we use force. So force is very important aspect of our day-to-day life. We apply, we use this force in many of our day-to-day life activities. Now, there is an important thing. Force always exists between two objects which interact with each other. It means when two objects have interaction, when they interact with each other, then a force is acting between the two objects. On the kind of interaction they have, force can be categorized into two types: contact force, non-contact force or forces. Contact forces, as you already studied, contact forces are the kind of forces which exist or act between the two objects when they are in direct physical contact with each other. When two objects are in direct physical contact with each other. So when two objects are in direct physical contact with each other, means they are touching each other, then there is a force acting between the two known as contact force. Examples of contact forces are frictional force or friction, which we studied in this chapter, which we will study in this chapter. Next, muscular force. Then non-contact forces. Non-contact forces are the forces which exist between the objects which are not in direct physical contact with each other. They are at distance from each other. So when two objects are not in direct physical contact with each other, they are at a distance from each other, they are distant apart, even then there is a force acting between the two objects known as non-contact force. So non-contact force is a force which exists between the two objects which are not in direct physical contact with each other, even they are at a distance from each other, they are distant apart, they are far from each other. Even then there is a force acting between the two objects known as non-contact force. Examples of non-contact forces are gravitational force, electrostatic force, magnetic force. Okay? Now, we will study about contact force. Now, which contact force we will study? That is frictional force or friction. But this we will cover in our next class. This is all for today. Thank you. Have a nice day.